All right, quick sound check. Welcome to the show, everybody. Fair enough. Let's go. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's your boy CIP. Tonight, we are going to talk about a little bit of everything. How I got here. Mainly sticks and ropes, stupidity, and misanthropy. Bracket is the theme. My life has been bracketed by an extreme amount of curiosity. So I got two things to review tonight with you. This is episode 1.5 of How Did I Get Here? So this will be a bridge to the second episode, the second interview to be announced. That's right. Mr. John Phillips, Mr. JP, all my hoes demonetized, will be interviewing your boy CIP again in the near future here. So look for that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We always have paperwork to take care of. Culture Invasion Podcast brought to you by your boy, Culture, a.k.a. Etienne. Soca Sundays, produced by JP, all my hoes demonetized. Ladies and gentlemen, there are multiple channels at play here. Your boy CIP is not single-faceted. There is Culture in Paradise. For those of you who like the lighter vibes, the more positive side of things, there's also Cat in Poncho Gaming, all available on YouTube if you're into gaming. Please like and subscribe to all channels. Here at Culture Invasion, I talk about the social topics and I keep you up to date on what's going on overseas from my home planet of St. Lucia. So let's get started here, ladies and gentlemen. Quick opening. Now let's get into the meat of the topic this evening. Pause. As we know, your boy CIP always starts out with a message. Before I get to that, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that are in the chat. Jay Walker, how are you, sis? Reaper, me and you got some talking to do. We got some talking to do, my G. A-Team Sunkissed two of the most loveliest ladies across the YouTube space. Good evening. Kings and Dreams, Cuzzo, Jamaica in the house. Jamaica in the house. Good to see you, cousin. All right. So let's get into this. Make sure. All right. We're good to go. So I start my shows these days with a little bit of a reminder, not just to myself, but to my subscribers. Nothing is true in this life. Nothing is true in this life. Everything is permitted. And some of you may know what that's from. It hails from a entertainment franchise. Nothing is true and everything is permitted. I was taken back by that statement and found it to be most true, as well as its literature and historical influences. Nothing is true and everything is permitted. We have choice. Back in the days of the colonizations, back in the days of the Atlantic slave trade, slaves were not permitted to learn. They weren't permitted to learn. Learning is a privilege, a historical right that we have earned. It's emancipation season across the Caribbean, where they cast flowers into the ocean, into the seas, in remembrance of those who didn't make it, of those who fought the colonizers. Those slaves, those individuals genocided by the actions of the colonizers were not permitted to learn what the colonizers knew. They were not permitted to evolve and seek knowledge. In recognizing that I'm not a slave, I do just that. I seek knowledge. Because I understand that the world around me is not an absolute reality. The story that I am told by one person is not the universal message, nor is it the universal understanding of what was conveyed. Your reality is subjective to what you choose to explore and believe in this vast world. Your reality. Big words here, folks. Big words on a Friday night after a few beers. I'm sure some of you libations. I'm sure some of you have enjoyed. Big words. Your reality is subjective to what you choose to explore in this vast world. What you limit yourself to and experience is your own responsibility. Now, I ask my subscribers when I do read this, I ask my subscribers to choose wisely. Today, I'm going to talk about how I've chosen wisely. Recently in my journey, streaming, podcasting, I've been told two things, and I recognize them to be true. I have a very, very distinguishable and excellent voice for what I do as my hobby. I recognize that, and I thank those of you who have complimented me on that. Thank you. Thank you very much, sincerely. Sincerely. It's not an act. It's not some kind of fancy personality. We know there's plenty of individuals across the social media space, influencers, entertainers, the comedians, What is it now? We know there's plenty of individuals out there that throw their voice to entertain. What you hear here is au naturel. All right? Non-GMO, non-altered. This is culture. This is Etienne. So I do thank you, sincerely. I do thank you for that recognition. And again, this is just a hobby. So I take pride, even when I spiral, rant, crash out. I take pride in what I do. The second thing I've been informed of is that my messages strike at the heart. That powerful voice. Why aren't you using it just to make people laugh? Why aren't you using it to entertain people in a positive manner? Why must you find it necessary to criticize? Well, that's because that little baby, that left-hand side of that thumbnail, grew up to ask, why? Why are you lying? Why are you gaslighting? Why is what you're saying and what is coming out of your mouth subjectively false? There are moments in life when a single sentence hits with more force than years of what you think you know. My messages strike at the heart. No one prepares us for the accuracy of what I'm going to say, or the accuracy of a statement in general. No one prepares us for that. No one prepares us for the pain of self-realization. But that's a good thing, because growth is pain. Life is pain. Man is born of woman into an entire and eternal world of pain. There's no two ways about it. There's no other way about it. And we are not born from someone's idea of who we will be. We are not born from someone's entire involvement in our creation. We are a biological, unwanted being, my friends. We are not wanted. Our parents learn. They learn to love us. They learn to love us. From postpartum depression to all the other machinations and things that people so diligently rest their laurels upon instead of their own personal choices. And we're here spending our lives learning how to hustle, make a living. But very few of us are taught how to understand ourselves, are taught to take pause before we make a mistake or a choice. We're taught to chase the bag, pursue success, security, comfort, and material wealth, but seldom pursue ourselves. Again, that little baby in that picture on the left-hand side says, well, why? Why are so few of us taught to build character? Question our motives or confront, big words here, folks, confront the unseen influences that have shaped our past, that have shaped who we are, that have shaped the decisions we make. We don't question our neighbors. We don't question the neighborhoods we grow up in and the circumstances we are in, the ghettos we live in. We don't question our parents and their decisions to put us in abhorrent situations or to otherwise make choices that jeopardize the welfare of us as the children. Or in some of your cases, the choices you make that absolutely jeopardize your children. over 60 years ago. Over 60 years ago. Again, I seek knowledge, I evolve. Over 60 years ago, a Japanese author, Kobo Abe, go look him up. He wrote something deceptively simple, something very, very basic. Very basic. The rope and the stick together are one of humankind's oldest tools. The stick is for keeping away, fending off evil, shepherding sheep, and keeping the wolves away. The rope is for pulling good towards us, tying a boat to shore, a bundle of sticks, a rope around your waist while mountain climbing so that you're not lost from your partner in front. Binding structures together, binding us together. There's metaphorical sense to this. These are the first friends that we as humans invented. Where you find us, you find sticks and ropes, ladies and gentlemen. You find sticks and ropes, not just in our personality, and if we fend away others and shirk the affections and advances of other humans, or if we are binding ourselves tighter to one another and creating meaningful, lasting, lifelong relationships. At first glance, again, the book, who's going to read that, right? We don't need no Japanese book in our lives. I got enough struggle. Isn't that right, y'all? We're going to read some Japanese book. I'm black. But if you look deeper, you actually give a shit. You're seeking knowledge and wisdom. If you look deeper, it becomes a metaphor for our condition, right? We're spending our lives pushing away what we fear. We're pushing away what we're unsure of. Gentlemen, a lot of you are pushing away the opportunity to get a passport and travel with your boy CIP. Develop yourselves a little bit better. Round yourselves off as a successful, worldly, wise man. But that's a subject for another day. We spend our lives pushing away what we fear and reaching for what we desire. Protection and pursuit, fear and hope. The remarkable thing about all this isn't that we are still using these tools and that Kobo was right. It's that they've evolved. Our sticks and ropes aren't the same thing. We don't have the same frontiers as we once did. We're not gathering wood for the fire. These sticks and ropes that keep us together or apart are our beliefs, our careers, our politics, our relationships, our money. You think I'm gonna fuck around with the lower echelon of society where I'm at monetarily? Nah. You think I'm going to regard individuals that would see convicted criminals freed in the street? Think I'm gonna agree with these individuals? Nah, there's gonna be a definite division between our politics. In my career, I'm an absolute bureaucratic fuck. I am the upper echelon of you didn't do it right, go back to the beginning and do it over again. With malice. With malice. Now I get paid for it too. I get paid for it too. That's a big division there. That's a big division. How I wield that, how I wield what I've earned, what I believe, what my political stance is, how I balance my relationships. All leads into using them every day, often without realizing it. Most of us without realizing it. Even our technology. Let's be real. Technology brings us together, or it separates us. You're using it for good, or you're using it for evil. None of us asked to be born, and I talked about this before. None of us asked to be born, yet we are here, inheriting a world built by generations before us. However that may look, boomers, however that may look. Our responsibility isn't simply just to survive this. And again, how did I get here, right? How did I get here? How did I start this podcast? What was in the mind of that little child on the left-hand side of that thumbnail? Our responsibility isn't simply to survive life. I do understand that there are individuals that are born mentally and physically handicapped. I understand that we reach the end of our timelines and that we can reach a well-aged year before we transcend on to the next dimension of existence. There are many centenarians, many 100-year-old members of our society everywhere. But this isn't simply to survive. These aren't the outlying cases. This is a situation of us being adults with a level playing field of privilege. Now, that can be broken down and discussed, and again, a subject for another show. But our responsibility isn't to only survive. It's to pay attention, to learn, to grow. A lot of us weren't taught these things. Weren't taught that fun, fuckery, the libations, and entertainment is all there is. No one tells us that we should work on ourselves. No one tells us that we should look at the deeper meaning of our relationships with one another. No one tells us that we should explore the spirit. All of that is to leave the world better than we found it. Again, children don't ask to be born into this world of pain. It isn't for us to simply survive, barrel through life, and shove a child through existence just because you were able to do it. Again, we don't have children because we love them. We learn to love them. You learn to love them. You didn't have a child because you set out with the intention of supporting each and every facet of that individual, that living being's life. You didn't do that. You were selfish. Because we're married, our friends are married, we have to have a child. The clock is ticking, I have to have a child. Oh, he nutted in me, I have to have a child. Hey, yo, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna bust, I have to have a child. If it's irresponsibility, if it's a rational thought, if it's a stupid thought, none of you are thinking for the benefit of that child. Never have. Ever. In my 50-year journey, here comes that kid again, that little baby on the left-hand side of that thumbnail. My 50-year journey, I have struggled to understand why people willingly risk their families, their careers, their integrity, your name. The only thing you have is your name. If you a piece of shit nigga, you a piece of shit nigga. If you a slut, you are a slut. Those labels are applied to people and their personalities for reason, to warn others of behavior, to warn of approaching danger, to warn of complication that otherwise doesn't exist in our lives. So I've struggled to understand why people willingly risk their integrity, their own safety, the safety of a child. Now, I've answered my own question. None of you love your children. You learn to love them. Therefore, in that learning, over time, you realize that all the mistakes you've made have drastically impacted their development, who they are, their personalities. I always found it funny. They said, people say, it's selfish not to have children. Are you fucking serious? You unprepared fucks. How dare you? How dare you? All in the pursuit of something that you believe is worth the cost, you're going to turn around and make mistakes because you're stupid with a child in tow. What are you really reaching for, my friends? What are you really reaching for? What are we reaching for? What are you trying so desperately hard to keep away? Sticks and ropes. What are you using your tools for? For years and years and years, people have said I talk too much. I do it to challenge assumptions. I do it to confront uncomfortable truths. Maybe, just maybe, somebody's going to recognize the ropes we've been pulling and the sticks we've been swinging ain't the right tools. You have misappropriated the application of what you're using, my friends. I'm preachy. It's funny. Ordained preachers get even less airtime. But I'm preachy. No, I'm challenging. I'm uncomfortable. And I think that's a good thing, because it's time to evolve. Welcome to my podcast, y'all. Welcome to the conversation. Welcome to Etienne. Again, I'm not some caricature of a man. I am what you see. WYSIWYG, ladies and gentlemen. What you see is what you get. There are no easy answers to the questions that I ask, and I'm sure that also adds to the fact that it makes you even more uncomfortable. But one thing is for sure, ladies and gentlemen, one thing is for sure. A lot of people out here are stupid as fuck. Abject assholes. Barreling through life, making choices that absolutely risk everything they should know and love. Did a show last year. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. See, care requires intense maintenance and attention. We've so flagrantly depreciated and deprecated definitions of words to where the meanings aren't even fully understood. I care, I care. Thoughts and prayers, I care. Those words only go as far as they are audible. Care takes merit. Merit takes accountability. And the interaction of you. There's concern. There's concern. Be sure you're using the right words here. But like I've said before, the average do not care. The results are in your merit and what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. I'm going to do a little reading this evening.
Ever since I was a kid, I've been legit. If I was you, I would cut up my wrist.
All right, sakafet, salutation, salut, bonjour. Greetings to all my friends, family out there. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for joining me. These shows were a little bit different. This is the How Did I Get Here series. So this is 1.5. This is 1.5 of How Did I Get Here. Give me just a second. I'm gonna spend some time reading this evening. So the first thing is we talked about sticks and ropes. Craziest thing. We've had this literature here available to us. It's just a matter of building a picture, gaining better perspective, and understanding who you really are. Understanding who you really are. We can go our whole lives reading books, burying our heads in the sand. We can go our whole lives thinking we know everything there is to know, and we would be wrong. I'm smarter than you. I am. I'm smarter than you, and you are smarter than me. There are things in this life that you have encountered, lessons you have learned, experiences that you've lived through that I will never live through or understand the facets of. There are tools and skills, talents that I have that you will never have. And that's to be respected. That's to be respected. But that shouldn't be a limiting factor on who we are. That shouldn't stop us from seeking what we don't know and putting together a better picture of what life actually looks like. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who are smarter than us, who are of good influence. And when I say good influence, I mean good influence. The father, his sons, and the bundle of sticks. Sticks in a bundle can't be broken, but sticks taken singly can be easily broken. And the same applies to people. There is strength in union. Again, going back to that thumbnail of that little baby, little people nugget me. Well, why would otherwise intelligent, successful people on TV, why would these characters, these caricatures, why would they, these great figures, choose to cheat, beat, rape, maim, and destroy other people's lives? Why? Why do we do this? Well, there's stupidity involved. There is strength in union. A very simple fable. At the root of it, at the root of it. A kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And the same holds good in all societies and corporations of men. For you feminazis out there, men and women, right? From the Constitution of the nation down to every little parochial vestry. Every private family should consider itself a little state in which the several members ought to be united by one common interest. I'm going to read that again. Every private family should consider itself a little state in which the several members ought to be united by one common interest. Quarrels with each other are as fatal to the welfare of the state as factions are dangerous to the peace of the commonwealth, the peace of the nation, the peace of the nation. Again, quarrels with each other are as fatal to the welfare as factions are dangerous to the peace of the commonwealth. But indeed, the necessity of union and friendship extends itself to all kinds of relations in life. And they conduce mightily to the advantage of those who cherish and cultivate them. Big words here, folks. Give a fuck. Care. Maintain. Tend to. Why would that little child in that thumbnail find it necessary to start a podcast where he is lambasted as preaching to society to point out things like this? Maybe there's a bigger message here. Maybe there's a bigger message here. Maybe you're just a sensitive little bitch. I'm not here any longer to make friends and build lifelong. I'm 50. I've tried with my family. I've tried with close friends. I've tried with associates, fraternity members, colleagues at work. Adults will be adults. Doesn't matter if the sound of my voice is calm and collected as a preacher's, or if I'm preaching to you and I become condescending in tone and curse your asses out live in 4K. It doesn't matter if the horse doesn't want to drink the water. Fuckery is king. Privilege is king. What we've created as selfish individuals will never, ever, and this is a challenge, of course, will never, ever allow you, as someone so selfish, to evolve, to grow, or to seek knowledge. Go on and scroll past. Go on and swipe up. This isn't for you. This isn't for you. You have no intention on growing. You have no intention on seeking something bigger than you. Big Natty, I seen you step in, bro. How you doing? Ohio in the house, my G. All right. So back to the story here, the application of this. No enemy will dare attack a body of men firmly bound and attached to one another. Sticks and ropes. The proverbial stick would drive those men apart. The enemy would take their village because those men are not united. That family will divide and fall. The woman will flutter off in divorce proceedings. The man will sit, fuck bitches, feel depressed, whatever the machinations are. And right in the middle, the children suffer. Right? The children suffer. It doesn't matter if they're under her stead or not, because now her life is twice difficult. So now the children suffer. But when we attach ourselves to healthy relationships, healthy families, healthy villages, we will fend off the enemies. Lest he should incur the resentment of the rest. But if they split into parties and are disunited by quarrels, every petty opponent and slight and rumor and word from those who would like to see you fall will attack you. And your entire fraternity, the entire group, the entire family, the entire company will be liable for what goes wrong. Why people are willing to risk children they birthed, their careers, their integrity, their names, their own safety, your safety while you have a child that relies on you. Remember, no one cares. Nobody's going to take care of your bastard. That's not what this is about. And you being so privileged to think that you can risk your life through stupid decisions, whilst a child relies upon you. Let's get into it. Stupidity. Because that little child on that thumbnail, little baby CIP, little baby Etienne, he's not allowed to call people stupid. He's not allowed to call people stupid. But he's a grown-up now. So let's explore the 5 universal laws of human stupidity. The most dangerous person in a room may not be the greediest, Donald Trump, may not be the cruelest or mentally wackiest. The guy with the 2027 glasses and the question mark jacket on, right? The wacky guys, right? The most dangerous person in the room may not be the greediest, the cruelest, or the wackiest. It's not Jim Carrey. It's the stupid people you have to watch out for. A selfish person usually wants something. Find the incentive, and you can often predict that behavior. The more dangerous person harms others without helping themselves and may even suffer alongside their victims. For example, the front camera crying baby mamas on social media. If you are on TikTok, you understand what I'm talking about. One of the hallmarks of stupidity, as outlined in The Basic Laws of Human Stupidity, a satirical essay written in 1976 by economic historian Carlo M. Cipolla. He did not define stupidity through low IQ, right? So feel good about yourselves, folks. I'm smart. Low education. I got a degree. How many degrees you got? All right. You can have all those degrees. You can still be stupid as fuck. Or ignorance, right? Sometimes we just don't know things. Sometimes we just haven't experienced things. Sometimes we didn't go on YouTube and subscribe to Culture Invasion podcast and hit the like button so that you would have more information and knowledge and then gain wisdom, right? Or if you're just going on YouTube to find out how to change the brakes on your vehicle. Whatever the purpose, right? You remain ignorant, unknowing. He defined it through outcomes, through your outcome. What's your fucking plan? What is your step 1, step 2, step 3, and your outcome? What is your fucking plan? Who has gained from what the fuck you've done? Who has lost from what you've done? Whether the damage served any purpose at all, other than a selfish one for short term. See a lot of those short-term hustles. Oh, I'm gonna come up. $3,000. 48 hours later, you're broke again. I'm gonna come up. The author, Carlos Cipolla, did not present these literal scientific, he did not present these as literal scientific laws. He used satire and a simple payoff model to make a serious point. Well, Culture, you're too serious. Well, you just too serious. You need to laugh more. Seems like a lot of you have been laughing way too fucking much. Intelligence, education, and status do not prevent people from making decisions that harm both themselves and others. That little baby in the thumbnail's been asking this question forever, and I couldn't use the word, and the answer's been right here all along in the word if you look at the definition of the word. Stupid. Members of my family, absolutely fucking stupid. Members at job, people I work with, people I communicate with in society, people out here in the street, the people who vote for the issues that you live under, the laws that have changed. Stupid people. I'm serious. It's a pattern of behavior defined by its consequences. Marcy, good to see you. Law number 1. We always underestimate how much stupidity exists. Those of you who follow the late, great George Carlin should know this. You should have gained that knowledge already. He was damn funny, but he was telling the truth, right? He was telling the truth. We always underestimate how much stupidity exists. Always and inevitably, everyone underestimates the number of stupid individuals in circulation. A lot of stupid people have come over here to my show on YouTube and thought that I was just going to be jokey, fun buddy with everybody. I don't know, because I'm handsome. I don't know what the expectation was. I let everybody know that I'm going to educate you and help you get a little philosophical and think about things a little more in life. It's obvious from the content that I produce. But people are stupid. They don't know what the fuck they want. Otherwise intelligent beings. You might be able to counsel people. You might be able to put a box on a scanner at the Amazon. You might be able to drive a truck. But you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. The unpredictability of foolish actions makes stupidity seem rarer than it is. We count the obvious cases, but overlook how often sensible people behave stupidly under particular circumstances. Cipolla, therefore, refuses to assign stupidity a precise share of the population. Very good. Any number, he jokes, would immediately prove too low. And I absolutely agree. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're fucking stupid. You're stupid. Law number 2. Stupidity ignores status, education, and intelligence. There we go.
Message.
Stupidity ignores status, education, and intelligence. Well, he's the president. Yeah, but he's fucking stupid. Well, that's your boss. So tell me, those of you who actually care about the jobs that you work and aren't just some kind of disgruntled fuck scanning a box at the Amazon warehouse, tell me how often you have seen an abjectly stupid ass fucking CEO, CIO, chief technical officer, HR representative, hiring practices, the way that they conduct their business, their awareness of what goes on in the business. Absolutely not ignorant, just fucking stupid. You are hired to do a goddamn job. You are hired at 200,000, 300,000, $500,000 plus bonus packages. And you're stupid. Tell me, how many of you have seen that? The probability that a certain person be stupid is independent of any other characteristic of that person. Beautiful women are stupid as fuck. Handsome athletes are stupid as fuck. Actors and actresses that don't know how to stay in their lanes and decided they want to comment on social issues, plummeting their movie earnings into the ground where they could potentially have been otherwise higher, because they are stupid. Stupid on their own. And then their handlers are stupid for not correcting them and letting them know that they shouldn't talk about something so divisive. Stupid. We see it every day. We ignore it. Apathy. We're going to talk about apathy in a future episode. Apathy. Simply claimed that every social group contains people who act stupidly. I mean, 60% of blacks in America are bastard makers. That's pretty fucking stupid. 60% of black America are bastard makers. Single parents, single parents, unwed. Baffling. Go check the stats yourself. He offered no evidence for that statistical claim, but his larger point stands. Credentials do not guarantee sound judgment. How many degrees you got? But you're sitting at home with a house full of fucking children and no husband. This resembles the Dunning-Kruger effect. In their 1999 study, Justin Kruger and David Dunning found that poor performers in tasks often overestimated their performance. I could scan this box at the motherfucking Amazon. Watch me do this. Well, Big Cheese, little buddy, looks like you did not know, in fact, how to scan a box at the Amazon, and you fucked your job up. Nor did you know how to drive that truck, and you fucked your job up. Nor did you know how to teach those kids, and you fucked your job. You're stupid. You're stupid. You have all this degrees, and you sat in class. Anybody can sit in class, but you are, in fact, fucking stupid. Again, words hurt. You weren't expecting this. The trauma of hearing CIP say these words, clutch your pearls. Open your eyes to what you've done. Open your eyes to how you've explored life and who and what you have risked along the way. Cipla went further. Even a capable person can act stupid when angry, fatigued. Ideology is at play. Ideology is at play. The Lord says you must do this now. I must do this now because the Lord says. You fucking religiously apathetic idiots. Distractions. Distractions cause us to make stupid mistakes. And overconfidence, overwhelming judgment. You know it alls. Now I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Bet. What the fuck do you know about whatever you want? You're stupid. You're stupid. Number 3. Stupidity creates losses without producing a winner. How many stupid people do you know are absolute winners? Let's go. Most of the dumbasses that I've known and the dumbasses that I do not hang out with anymore and continue to separate myself from are absolute fucking losers. And it's okay to call people losers. It's a real word. It's an uncomfortable word. It's uncomfortable. It's okay, babies. My children. It's okay, my children. You can call people losers. There are winners, and there are not participants. You're just someone who lost and needs to get better. A stupid person is a person who causes losses to another person or to a group of persons while himself deriving no gain. Divorcing because you feel like it. No gain. You'd have got that money anyway. No gain. Now your kids suffer because they split between houses and had to hear you and that dumbass dude bitch. No gain. Now the children are at risk because they're going to feel some kind of way because your bitch ass and that dumbass fuck you married are going to fuck them up for life. Not to mention, both of you are probably going to involve other people in your lives. Stupid. Stupid. Get the little bastards out the house, then go about your selfish ways, you dumb fucks. Now, we do have a beautiful graph here. Benefit to others at the top, losses to others at the bottom. Benefits to themselves on the right in the positive, and then losses to themselves on the left. Miss Queen Sun Kiss, how you doing, sis? Lauren Krause. The ladies are out tonight. Lee Turner, Janesta Coleman. How you doing, Janesta? The ladies are out. So, in the breakdown of this four square here, helpless people, we leave them alone, right? We understand who they are, fully. Those of you who grew up in the 80s, the carpet kids, the elderly, the handicapped, all right? Intelligent people up here on the right. Intelligent people benefit themselves and others. Bandits benefit themselves and take from others. Stupid people lose everything and cause loss to others. I got a relative that owes me $15,000. He's stupid as fuck and will forever be because the decisions that he made in his life drastically impacted others. The decisions my parents made, the decisions I'm sure many of your parents made, either to biologically just fuck and have you, or to get divorced. 60% of the black community is all fucked up right now, so don't gaslight me. We know where we're at, people. We know what the truth is. Moving on. By creating a graph of simple as two factors, we obtain four groups of people. Helpless people, they contribute to society but are taken advantage of by it. Intelligent people contribute to society and leverage their contributions into personal benefits. Your boy CIP is going to leverage my talents to aid children in disenfranchised countries gain knowledge in STEM adjacent areas. Name another black enterprise that does that. Stupid people are counterproductive to both their and others' interests. Bandits pursue their own self-interests, even when this poses a net detriment to societal welfare. An additional category of ineffectual people, people who don't do shit. You just exist. You don't do shit. Exist in its own right or can be considered to be the center of the graph. There they are right there. The NPCs of society, the ones that say, well, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do about this? The fuck you expect me to do? I don't give a fuck. Those folks, the ineffective. Simply call this called this the golden law of stupidity. He imagined behaviors on a chart measuring gains and losses for the actor in this case, right? You as the actor, me as the actor, as well as everyone else around us. An intelligent action benefits both sides. A bandit benefits while others lose. A helpless person loses while someone else gains. A stupid action leaves both sides worse off. Someone ruins a partnership to win an argument or damages a service they also use. Nobody benefits. It's like game theory only judges actions after their consequences rather than predicting rational strategies. That's why you plan. That's why you think about the impact and the actions before. SAMHSA offers a useful diagnostic question. Who benefits? Who benefits? When the answer is nobody, the search for a clever hidden motive may be misguided. Things are simple in these cases. This is basically just stupidity in action, right? Reasonable people underestimate unreasonable damage. Reasonable people underestimate unreasonable damage. Non-stupid people always underestimate the damaging power of an asshole, of a stupid individual. But he's so nice, but he's so kind, but she's so beautiful, but he's so handsome, but he's rich, but he's the president, but she is the queen, but she is the president's wife. I'm so sick of otherwise intelligent people acting fucking stupid and using that thought process. You're literally an asshole. You're literally bottom barrel thinking at that point. You have to stop. But she's so beautiful. How could she treat you that way? Well, she's a stupid bitch. It's no mystery. You do two things can be true at once, my friends, right? That's what we like to use as a gaslighting technique. Two things can be true at once. A bandit is dangerous but predictable. The bandit seeks money, power, status, or protection. Once you understand the incentive structure, you can negotiate, deter, or defend yourself against a bandit. Go talk to the bandit's boss. In that shit. Stupidity removes any logic. You cannot reliably bargain with someone who misreads both the gains and the losses. So you don't even understand where the benefit is in me helping you. And you also don't see the fact that you're about to walk off this cliff like a dumb fuck. Stupidity removes logic. You cannot reliably bargain with someone who misreads gains and losses. Again, right? A stupid creature will harass you for no reason, for no advantage, without any plan or scheme. Hey man, how you doing, bro? How you doing, Big Daddy? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, my G? What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Because the action produces no clear benefit for its author, it can arrive at an improbable time and take an unpredictable form. Rational people are therefore caught by surprise. Even after they recognize the threat, they struggle to respond because the attack itself has no rational structure. Stupid people, the stupid ass panhandlers. This is a real point of SAMHSA's fourth law. Intelligent people and bandits often see stupidity as harmless incompetence. It's harmless. Oh, that's your brother. Oh, that's your sister. Oh, don't treat your mother that way. Are you fucking serious right now? Are you serious right now? My stupid mother did XYZ and caused XYZ. My stupid father, again, we don't ask to be here, be brought here. And we now have to deal with this. now have to deal with the stupidity of the actions of others that drastically impact us. Intelligent people and bandits often see stupidity as harmless incompetence. They become complacent. They assume the person will mainly hurt themselves. Well, you know how it is. Just pray. Here we go with the West Indians. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Lucians. You're not free from this bullshit. The apathy reigns supreme. Oh, you know how your father is. You know how this person is. You just leave it alone. And the apathy kicks in. Now we're back to square one, just ignoring shit. Why must you talk about these things? Why must you? You must just pray God will solve the problem. Apathy. You sacrifice everything you are for stupid people because of religious apathy. This is the real point of Sipilah's fourth law. Intelligent people and bandits often see stupidity as harmless incompetence. They become complacent, assume the person will mainly hurt themselves, or believe they can recruit and manipulate them. Sipilah warns that this usually enlarges the damage. You try to help a stupid person, you take an L. I took an L. I learned. $15,000 worth of an L. I learned. Giving an unpredictable person more access, authority, or room to act and think that they know what's going on makes the mistakes wider. So now you're trusting a dumbass. Bet. The would-be manipulator may control them briefly, but in the end, every dumbass will do some stupid shit. In Sipilah's framework, stupidity has little to do with IQ. Low IQ people are just dumb, not stupid, right? They're just dumb. What matters when judging stupid? We're allowed to use words, folks, okay? I know some of you probably, again, you wanna scroll away from the show because I used the word dumb and said that yes, in fact, some people are just dumb. It's a fact of life, all right? It's a fact of life. No participation awards. You yourself may be the dumb one because that hurt you. Process it. You're an adult. Process it. Breathe deep. You can do it. Hear the word, dumb. Hear two words, dumb ass. You are dumb as a donkey's ass. All right? Dumb ass shit. Right? You can compound words. Deep breath. Breathe with me, you pussies. Breathe with me. Process the words. Process the words. Say a prayer to our holiest of holies, Webster's dictionary. All right? Say a prayer. You can process it. What matters when judging stupidity is the result. The result. What is your end result? Oh, I had a kid. Really? Well, let's see what that kid's like. Well, your daughter's a fucking whore. Your daughter's a fucking whore. Your son's been in and out of jail. Oh, yeah, but I had a kid. I'm done my job. Bet. There's the result of your action. Again, we know that parents don't love their kids. We know you don't. You learn to love your children. So to whatever extent that is, the result is out here in society. The result is out here in society. Want to talk about Detroit? Want to talk about Chicago? Want to talk about Maryland, Atlanta, Georgia? Want to talk about the abuses all these white teachers have been committing to our kids in these schools? Probably not. Probably not. Another day. Again, what matters? An action that costs other people time, money. Energy, or well-being, while bringing its author no corresponding gain. The author, the architect of your own journey, he's talking about us. Law number 5, stupidity can be more dangerous than anything. A stupid person is more dangerous than any type of person. You can be calm and collected, have a crash out, and be perfectly fine in the end. You can be calm and collected, have a crash out, and be a dumbass, stupid person, and absolutely fuck everything up. Sipila added a corollary. A stupid person is more dangerous than a bandit, a thief, a criminal. Unless, of course, you're a dumbass criminal. Deliberate exploitation or pure evil may seem worse, but Sipila operates by measuring total damage. Total damage. A perfect bandit takes something from another person and keeps it. One side loses exactly what the other gains. The act may be unjust, but from his cold economic perspective, society's total shock of wealth or welfare has merely changed hands. Your privilege just went from one person's hands to yours, or from the money went from your hands to the corporations for whatever stupid fetish and piece of material good you wanted. Stupidity produces a worse result. The non-stupid person causes a loss without securing equal gain and may suffer themselves. Nothing offsets that damage. Every such act leaves the group, the family, the unit, the team at work, the institution, society, poorer than before, because we have embraced stupid carpet kids, stupid idiots. Sipila then scales the model up from individuals to entire countries. He claims that rising and declining societies contain the same underlying proportion of stupid people, libtards. Libtards. You can't tell me that these people are not unhinged. The difference lies in how we behave. In a society moving upward, enough intelligent people create gains for themselves and others. They create. They are creators. They are builders. Your boy CIP is creating opportunities not only for children, but for individuals to join the nonprofit and be successful among themselves. They limit the reach of destructive actors and produce enough value to outweigh their losses. In a society moving downward, stupid people gain more freedom and power to act. DEI. At the same time, Sipila sees more bandits with overtones of stupidity. Among those in charge, presidents, Trump, people whose personal gains are small compared with the damage they inflict, and more helpless people among everyone else. An ordinary person may waste a colleague's afternoon. A general bureaucrat, your boy CIP, executive or head of state can apply the same irrational pattern to millions of lives. I can waste the time of a room full of 90 to 120 people however the fuck I want. And I do the last Wednesday of every fucking month when I train on process. It's a warning about the systems that give destructive, unpredictable behaviors greater reach while weakening the people capable of counteracting it. Who's in charge of our Department of Education? Asking for a friend. Some stupid bitch. Tell me I'm lying. But you called her a bitch, Culture. Etienne, why do you use such horrible words? Because I don't give a fuck. You don't care, I don't either. So I'm calling it what it is. Final phrase here, don't vote for stupid people. A lot of you voted for a president because you were fanboying over him. Grown men walking around here like girls throwing panties at Elvis. You threw your panties at Trump. Nobody is permanently intelligent, helpless, selfish, or stupid. We move between quadrants from one decision to the next. In other words, we're all stupid sometimes. And that's sort of fine. as long as you offset things acting reasonably. Most of the time. And you take accountability for the mistakes that you make and live with the best intention of not making those mistakes again. Especially when the lives of others are at play. Our children more than anything. So to go back to that thumbnail, how did we get here? Back to the thumbnail. That little baby on the left-hand side of the screen grew up and asked questions. Sought knowledge. Why? Tried to gain the answer to why. Why people willingly risk their lives, their safety, their careers, their integrity, their names, the happiness of their children. Risk safety of your children to the point where you have your house, your home, raided. Guns held to your kids' heads. Irrational decisions, risking the health of your children, risking the health of an unborn child in your womb. Risking the welfare of your family by chasing that big-tittied slut down the street. Driving your children away from you because of your stupid decisions. And it's destroying the fabric and face of what the larger family may look like. What the larger neighborhood, society, village, town, enterprise. Be better, my ladies and gentlemen. Do better. We got a lot to do. We have work to do. Your boy CIP is here to hold your little hand, help you clutch your little pearls through the process. It's not comfortable. Growth hurts, and I'm glad it hurts. That absolute pain has put energy in my sails, wind in my sails. That absolute pain has caused me to be more discerning about the actions I take. Healthy biases, healthy understanding, not a goddamn thing toxic about where I'm at mentally and how I approach the stupid individuals in our society. Think about it, y'all. Food for thought. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Again, this is How Did I Get Here version 1.5, episode 1.5. Look for episode 2.0 to be dropping in the near future. Be another interview episode. Breaking down more of my thought processes, my approach to life, and why, in the end, misanthropy light is the way that I approach things. All right, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday. Be safe. Give a shit about something. All right? Care a little bit more. Share yourself a little bit more. Share love. It's okay. It's scary, but you can do it. Share some love, y'all. All All right, one love from your boy CIP. Please like and subscribe if you're new. All platforms. Thank you so much for joining. Follow, like, subscribe, unsubscribe, unlike. I don't give a shit. I do this for a hobby. I don't give two shits. I'm here to have fun. I'm the last thing that you will, last thing you can call me is a gatekeeper. I am not a gatekeeper. If anything, I'm going to shove it in your face, pause, and share with you. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Get some rest. Hope you had a good week in the end. Peace.
Wait,